How you doing, everyone? Sean O'Kane here with ChipEstimate.com and ChipEstimate TV. We're here at the 55th Design Automation Conference in San Francisco at Moscone West. It's a beautiful day. Just to tell you a little bit about ChipEstimate.com, since we're streaming live to Facebook, as we're an IP portal or ecosystem comprised of over 200 of the world's largest IP suppliers and foundries. And we're all working together to help the designers out there, chip designers, become more profitable and successful by searching and exploring the most up-to-date silicon-proven IP available on the market today and listed on ChipEstimate.com. And that's another reason why we have Mr. Brian Gardner, the Vice President of Business Development with True Circuits. Thank you for joining us today. And we're just talking about, yeah, we're going to wing this as we're talking about timing, you know, and I asked Brian to ask me what the secret of comedy is.
What's the secret of comedy?
So anyway, and that's what
the reason it's interesting is because True Circuits' tagline is "Timing is everything," because we sell timing IP.
Yes,
so,
yes. And so True Circuits, their IP catalog is listed on ChipEstimate.com. Available for you to, you know, on your next design project, to go and search and find and explore IP and wonderful videos from True Circuits. So our topic today is, DDR PHY. And so it's DDR PHY with TCI with BRI. Okay. So
nice.
So for a number of years, True Circuits has pretty much been dedicated with your PLL and DLL product line. So why is TCI focused on the DDR PHY?
Yeah, well, that's a good question. To us, DDR is a giant timing problem. So if you look at what you have to do to connect to an external memory, it's a whole lot of adjustment. You're adjusting very high-speed signals so that they'll arrive at the right time, so that you can strobe in the middle of the cycle. So literally, we threw our entire timing portfolio at the DDR problem.
Oh, wow. So
we tried to do it in clever ways that kept the area and the power down, but gave you a lot of flexibility. So if you look at our DDR PHY, it really looks more like a SerDes than a PHY, in that every pin adjusts itself constantly. So that, you know, one of the big problems with a big interface like DDR, it's a lot of pins. Those pins have to get out of the package, they have to get over the board, and they have to get to the memory. If they're not matched perfectly, if one signal gets there before the other, you've got all of these signals and you got one strobe. So it's a nightmare of work, or if you don't do the work or you want a lower cost board, you really eat into the timing budget.
Well, you may have answered my next question, is what are the deep challenges for customers and designing with DDR?
Yeah, just that.
Yeah.
I mean, well, it affects a lot of the pins. So a DDR memory interface might have 300, 400, 500 pins. So obviously that has a huge impact on the chip, the floor plan. It has a big impact on the package, the packaging cost, and the board cost. And that's one of the reasons that we jumped into DDR. There are obviously some really good companies that are doing DDR today. You know, people that we know and love, people that are platinum or palladium sponsors, whatever the hell we're doing now.
Yeah.
And but still, even with all the good people in there, I talk to customers and they want more choices in the space.
Interesting, yeah.
It's just like, you know, someone has a car, someone's providing a car. Why do we need another car manufacturer? Because some people need 2-seat convertibles, some need the 6th row in the SUV.
Yeah.
Some can part with $100,000 easily, and some people need a Dodge minivan.
Yeah. Or a Ford Fiesta.
A Ford Fiesta, exactly.
Yes.
But yeah, and again, it has a big impact on the cost of the chip, and in many cases, the cost of the chip's customer in the bill of materials.
So to continue on that theme about choices and flexibility, designers typically run up against issues regarding flexibility and problems with parallel interfaces. So what are some of the benefits And what's new and exciting about your DDR PHY?
Good. So, again, the fact that we can do constant tuning, so we're constantly tuning every pin independently, it buys back little pieces of the timing budget. So you start out with a interface, you have a theoretical data window. As, other little things happen, you eat away at that window. Some of those little things that happen, we're tuning against, things like independently placing strobes in the even and odd phases, adjusting the VREF constantly. They buy back 5% here, maybe 10% there. You're beginning to buy back that data window. At lower speeds, it wasn't that important. You had a big data window. If you lost 10 or 20%, 30%, no big deal. At the higher speeds, it's a lot more important. And conversely, you can either have a higher speed or a better data window, or a cheaper package or a cheaper board.
Yeah.
So we're trying to give customers trade-offs.
Right.
Exactly.
Excellent. Well, I mean, you're here at DAC. The TCI is a mainstay every
We're
year.
celebrating our 20th year.
20th year. That's so folks can come by your booth, and you're on the first floor.
We're on the first floor. Almost as you walk in, we're practically the first booth.
On the right.
Yeah, if you walk in, pretty much the center.
Okay.
So if you walk in the center of the downstairs,
Yes.
we're like the second booth in.
So we're at Moscone West, and the reason, we have 3 floors here that we're working off. It's a new venue for design automation as they're renovating the original Moscone.
It seems like they're renovating the entire town.
It looks like it. Yeah, I know.
There's not even if you do come out here, pay attention to the sidewalks. They're almost all closed.
Yeah.
Those of us that came in on Sunday, the streets were closed because of the Pride Parade.
Yeah. So when you do come in, just go first floor, check out True Circuits and Brian Gardner. So for Brian, my name is Sean O'Kane, and we'll see you next time on Chip Estimate TV. Thanks, Brian.